In this video, we will cover how to read an originality report in Feedback Studio. To access the originality report, e-rater grammar and spelling check, and provide feedback to students using Feedback Studio, go to your assignment list under Assignments and click on your assignment name. In the assignment inbox, you will see a list of your students that have submitted an assignment, the paper title, when it was uploaded by the student, if it was submitted late, if they have viewed your feedback when the release date passes, the grade once the paper is graded in Feedback Studio, and the similarity report score. To view the originality report and e-rater spelling and grammar information, click on the report score icon. Feedback Studio will open in a new window. Click on the Layer button to see the grading layer, the similarity layer, and the e-rater layer. If you want to focus just on the similarity layer first, unclick the grading layer and the e-rater layer. Click on the originality or similarity score to see the major matches. The score ranges from 0 to 100, with 0 representing no matches. In this case, the score is 58%, which means that 58% of this paper was matched to existing sources. The sentences or phrases that are highlighted in the paper represent borrowed words. The matches are color-coded and numbered to aid in navigating through the results. For example, the first two sentences are highlighted in purple and numbered with a 3. This number 3 links it to this Wikipedia source. This number says that 8% of the paper came from this source. This percentage is based on the total word count of the paper. By clicking on the number 3 flag, you can get a snippet of the source. To view the full text of that source, click here. The full text of the article will display here. Text in red has been borrowed by the students. Text in black has not. You can scroll through to read the article if you like. To exit, click here. If you are inclined, you may look at all sources of matches, not just the major ones, by clicking on this icon. All sources and their percent matches will be listed. Bear in mind that some of these matches are duplicates, which means the same text is found in multiple matches. As you scroll through all matches, you may see papers that are listed as student papers. The sentence or sentences that came from that student paper will also be highlighted. Click on the flag for more information. You will see a window that tells you that because submitted papers remain the intellectual property of their authors, instructors, and respective institutions, we at Turnitin are unable to show you the content of this paper. If you would like to submit a request to the professor or instructor of the course to view this paper, click on the name of the institution. A new window will open with this information. You can submit a request to the professor or privacy officer at the school to view the paper. It is at their discretion to grant the request or deny it. If you would like to exclude some of the sources listed under All Sources, you can click on Exclude Sources. Boxes will show up in front of the source names. Click on the box to choose the sources, then click Exclude. The report score will recalculate based on these excluded sources. You can restore the excluded matches by clicking on this icon. Click on the matches you want restore, then click Restore or Restore All. The originality report score will recalculate based on the restoration of the sources. If you set any exclusions within the assignment itself, you can adjust them here. If you set no exclusions, you can apply them here. For example, you can exclude quotes or exclude the bibliography, then click on Apply Changes and see how it affects the originality report score. In this case, the score did not change. You can generate a new report with these changes if you like. You can exclude sources that are less than a total number of words. In this case, I excluded sources that were less than 10 words. Apply the changes and see how it affects the originality report score. In this case, the score drops to 57. You can generate a new report with these changes if you like. You can exclude sources by percentage as well. This percentage is based on the total word count. In this case, a 10% threshold will remove all sources of less than 136 words. Click Apply Changes to see how this impacts the originality report score. In this case, the score drops to 42. If you would like, you can generate a new report with this setting. You can also disregard the exclusions based on word count by choosing Don't Exclude by Size. In this case, I also choose not to exclude quotes or the bibliography. Click Apply Changes. The score will revert back to the original score of the originality report. Go back to the layer icon and unclick the similarity layer and the grading layer to view the E-Rater layer only. Click on the E-Rater icon to see the grammar and spelling recommendations. For more information, click on the squares. When you click on the squares, a brief explanation is offered. To get a more in-depth explanation, click View Handbook. The expanded handbook explanation will open in a new window. If you have allowed more than one submission, you may need to find out which is the latest version of the paper. Click on the information icon for this. It will tell you the submission date and time. You may need to download the grading report, originality report, and/or E-Rater report. To do this, click on the download icon. Then click Current View. If the similarity layer is the only layer selected, then the report will only contain the similarity information, including the overall match score, a list of the major matches, and any exclusions. If the grading layer is the only layer selected, then the report will only contain the grading information, including rubrics, feedback, and overall comments. If the E-Rater layer is the only layer selected, then the report will contain only grammar and spelling recommendations. If all layers are selected, then all the information will be included in the report. To view a text-only version of the report, click on Text-Only Report. Click Document Viewer to return to the Document Viewer screen.